With the news last week that the NFL salary cap has increased, the Chicago Bears now have a little over $82 million in cap to spend on free agents, and this is massive news, guys, because it not only allows Ryan Poles to go out and get starters that will help Chicago win now, but along with still building this team for the future through the draft to win for the next decade. So what do I mean by that? Poles can sign top talent for what they're worth to 3-year contracts or 4-year contracts, depending on what he wants to do, where rookies are usually on 4-year contracts. Poles has 6 picks at the moment, 2 being in the top 10. So with that, if he can land studs in the NFL draft, along with getting stud veterans through free agency, those veterans can help develop those guys for the next couple of seasons. So when those veterans contracts are done, their cap is off the books and the Bears can just replace the money that they just used on those young and developing players. It's a win-win for everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and as always, thank you for tuning in. We all know Ryan Poles has a very strong history of signing free agents for this team, and it only his first 2 off seasons. He's going to have to use those 6 picks strategically if he does not trade back, because there's still holes to fill on this roster. But that's why I think trading back is a huge reason and very important for this offseason in order to have success next year and for years to come. Poles has brought in guys like TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds, Andrew Billings, DeMarcus Walker, and Nate Davis through free agency, which all have had immediate impacts on this team. And with another strong free agent class, I think he'll do it again. Before I begin my breakdown of the 4 free agents that I want Chicago to go out and get, if you have faith in Ryan Poles like me, that he is not only going to do the right thing in free agency, but the entire offseason, which he's done a great job so far, make sure to smash the like button on this video. Comment who you want the Chicago Bears to bring in from free agency, or just throw a bear down in the comment section below. Also, to start off the NFL Combine Week, I am giving away an autographed Brian Urlacher jersey in order to celebrate the Combine. In order to enter, make sure you hit the subscribe button on this video, along with liking this video, sharing it with a Bears fan, and commenting who you want the Chicago Bears to sign in free agency. Winner will be announced this upcoming Friday, so stay tuned for that. So the Bears' current situation goes as follows in regards to addressing key areas of need. They need a wide receiver 2, they need a defensive tackle, an edge, a center, a safety, a tight end 2, and a running back. And again, the Bears currently have 6 picks, 2 being in the top 10, 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, and 1 in the 5th. I think the Bears are going to address wide receiver 2 with one of those top picks, and who knows what they're going to do with that number 1. They could get a quarterback, but if they trade back, they can get a haul, address edge in a lot of different situations. But we're going to act like the Bears aren't moving right now and what they can do with free agency. So to start quickly, I've said this before, I'm re-signing Jaylon Johnson to a 3-year contract with an average of $18 million in cap per season. Jaylon Johnson has not finished an entire NFL season during his career. Yes, he is young and one of the best DBs in football, but think about it. If you miss an average of 2 to 3 games a season and you're getting paid, you need to be out there at all times. That's why you're getting top money. I think what Ryan Poles could do is have an incentive for Johnson in his contract, still get $18 million a year, which is fantastic, by the way, and incentives like play the whole season. You do this, you do that, giving him more money without having a cap hit. So after that, that leaves me with $64 million, and then I'm going out and re-signing special teams guru Josh Blackwell to a 1-year, $1 million contract. The 5'11", 180-pound DB is also a great depth piece for this defense when he does get opportunities, but his special teams is unmatched. He's like the new DeAndre Houston Carson for this team. I feel like Blackwell will be around for a long time and have a huge impact. And then I'm re-signing fan favorite, good long snapper, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Patrick Scales to a 1-year, $1.37 million contract. And after all those internal signings, that leaves me with $62.7 million left. So before going into free agency, I'm probably gonna have to put $14 million aside for my rookie free agents. Again, 2 top 10 picks. So I have to put that into consideration. And that leaves me with a little under $49 million in cap. So the first guy I'm going to go inside in free agency is what I think is perfect for whether we take a quarterback at 1 or we stick with Justin Fields, is having a young veteran center center in Lloyd Cushenberry III from the Denver Broncos. 6'4", 315 pounds, only 26 years old. He wants a 4-year contract, which would push him to 30. Olin Kreutz played way past 30. And honestly, Cushenberry is playing at a very high level, arguably one of the best centers in the NFL right now. He was drafted in 2020 at the 83rd pick out of LSU. And this past season with the Broncos, he had a 76.5 pass block grade. Fantastic. That is something that has been missing for this team, especially for, we've seen the last couple of years with Justin Fields, what he's had to deal with at center. And on also a 12% positive run block grade. Fantastic. He's great on the pass and on the run. One of the best run blockers of center in the NFL, and his pass blocking has skyrocketed. It's only going to get better as time goes on. He has great hands, great control, and great reach to take on not only double teams, but hold his own against big defensive tackles. And he has fantastic vision and great at reading defenses, massive for whether it's Justin Fields or a young quarterback one on a rookie contract. Projected contract at 4-year, $57.1 million with $34.25 guaranteed. A lot of cash, but again, if you want the best, you got to pay. And I really like this guy. If you give him that cap, that leaves me with about 34.75 left, which I think is a ton of money. Let's just round that up to 35 just to be nice. I think Ryan Poles can make some magic happen. So I still have 35 million after that move. My next move is going to be Darnell Hunter of the Minnesota Vikings. The 6'5", 263-pound, 29-year-old will be 30 at the beginning of next season, is the old man of the group that I'm willing to spend money on. But he is a fantastic pickup and has been linked to the Chicago Bears. Last year for the Vikings, he had career stats across the board, 16.5 sacks, 83 total tackles, 23 tackles for loss, 22 quarterback hits, 4 forced fumbles, and 2 pass deflections. Why do we need him? He knows the NFC North very, very well. Clearly has had success there as well, would be an instant plug and play for this defense, but him and Montez Sweat would be unstoppable for the next 3 seasons. And if we do take an edge in whether it's this draft or next draft, those two would be fantastic mentors to that young edge entering the NFL and would be a great post after these guys are done addition to make them at the same level. And imagine that crazy rotation that we'd have at the edge position, but clearly can get after the quarterback, stops the run, and can drop back if needed. He's projected to get a 3-year, $65 million contract, which is about $21.67 million a year. It's steep for a guy his age, no doubt about it, but he wants to win now, and it would be a win now move and also a great futuristic move for the Chicago Bears. But I would do it. Call me crazy. I know a lot of you guys would too. Again, being linked to Chicago, I think it would be fantastic. He's not going to take a discount. He's going to be paid that much. But that still leaves me with about, roughly, 13 million, 13.5 million left. I could still go out and get 2 more guys along with having Hunter to improve that defense even more. So I still need to go out and get a safety because we don't have Eddie Jackson anymore. But yes, we have Jaquan Brisker, but we need 2 safeties because that's how the defense works. And I'm going to go out and get Jordan Whitehead from the New York Jets. 26 years old, 5'10", 200 pounds, would be a great replacement for Eddie Jackson because last year with the Jets, he had over 90 total tackles, 60 solo, 9 pass deflections, 3 tackles for loss, and 4 interceptions. He would gel so well with this ball hawk type mentality defense. He plays bigger than he is. He runs a 4.5 40 time, allowing him to keep up with most wide receivers. And his vision is very strong too, which allows him to go out and get pass deflections and interceptions. A projected 3-year, $24 million contract, much cheaper, $10 million cheaper than Eddie Jackson. And I would do that in a heartbeat. Again, we can also get a safety in the draft, maybe this year or next year. And it allows him to help develop whoever is next, leaving me with about $5.5 million left. And I'm using all of it. And I'm going out and signing tight end Noah Fant from the Seattle Seahawks. 6'4", 249 pounds, 26 years old. A strong tight end to pair with Cole Kmet, but not overkill. Last year for the Seahawks under Shane Waldron's offense, 414 yards, 13 yard per catch average in 17 first downs. First of all, he's super athletic, extends the field no matter what. First down machine. He played in the Seattle offense last year, which is coming to Chicago clearly. He can help also get guys up to speed on more of a personal and playing level. And he's still young and can re-sign after a contract, which he's projected to get a 3-year, $15 million contract. Oh, look, I have $5 million sitting around. Bam. Still leaves me with $500,000. Who knows what we're doing with future contracts? Things are going to go around. But that's 4 free agents that have an instant impact on this team. Make it better, fill holes, and help develop guys for the future. I think Ryan Poles would kill it if he got this exact mock free agency draft. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. Great always hearing from you guys. But with that, thank you as always for tuning in this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, bear down, baby.